Hey guys, Ken here. So selling books and ebooks on Amazon has never been easier than it is right now. But of course, this window is closing. And in my opinion, the next 6 to 12 months is the best time to start Amazon KDP as a beginner or take it a bit more seriously if you're already active. And I know what you're thinking, of course, Ken, AI makes Amazon KDP faster and cheaper than ever. That's the opportunity. That's what I'm going to sell today. But that's not the reason the opportunity is so good. It's part of it, but there's a whole side of it that people are actually missing that people who understand what we're going to talk about in this video are going to have a huge advantage. And I'm saying this as someone who started publishing books on Amazon before ChatGPT was even a thing. And so that's exactly what we're going to be covering in this video. I'm going to show you why the opportunity is so good right now with publishing books on Amazon. And more importantly, I'm going to give you a very clear plan to follow so you actually have some direction. Let's get into it. And real quick, if you're brand new and know nothing about self-publishing, Amazon KDP or Kindle Direct Publishing is a free self-publishing platform that allows authors and creators to basically publish and sell ebooks, paperbacks, and hardcovers directly to Amazon. It eliminates the need for traditional publishing houses, or more importantly, any sort of large upfront costs, inventory, customer service, or dealing with anything on the back end. You simply go and find book topics, create books, upload them, and then they can get seen by millions of customers. You can simply Google Amazon KDP, make an account, and you can publish right away. And so getting into why you actually clicked on this video and why Amazon KDP is so good right now is there's a very clear distinction between AI slop and using AI to actually create high quality products, in this case, high quality books. And so if you don't know what you're doing, you're just going to create garbage faster. But if you do know what you're doing, you're going to be able to create some really high quality products for fast and cheap. However, as AI gets better, and we all know that it's getting better very quickly, this gap is going to shrink. And so it's only a matter of time before creating something very high quality with AI is effortless. And so right now we're here. It's going to get smaller and smaller to the point where basically creating a book with AI is good no matter how you do it. And so that's exactly why Amazon KDP is so good right now, is there's this gap. And like I said, I started publishing before ChatGPT was even a thing. I've sold over 40,000 books and audiobooks on Amazon and Audible. And before, when I used to create books, I would have to spend thousands of dollars on ghostwriters. I would have to wait months for my books to get written. I'd have to outsource my cover designs, my A+ content modules, basically everything. And so the people who are going to have a massive advantage over the next 6 to 12 months are the ones that actually learn the process properly so they don't have to spend as much time, as much money, and they increase their chance of success. And so a lot of people are talking about how Amazon KDP is way too saturated, AI has ruined it. But in this current era, because there is that gap, you still need a proper strategy to actually get results. And so most people publishing on Amazon, they don't understand what a good topic actually is. They don't understand how to do proper topic research to find out what their book needs to have inside it. They don't understand how to find an angle the customer wants to buy. They don't understand how to build a book that truly is built to sell and convert. And when somebody does buy it, they have a good experience and don't just leave a bad review. They also don't know how to optimize their books, improve their ranking, or set it up to sell for the long term. And so yes, there's way more people publishing books on Amazon, but most of them have no idea what they're doing. They're just using AI to create garbage, and no matter how hard they try, they're never going to see results. And so this year, the people who are winning literally right now are the ones who are focusing on the right strategy, which we're going to get into in this video. I'm going to give you a very clear game plan to follow. They're using AI for speed and cost, so they aren't spending months creating books. They're not spending thousands of dollars on them. They have a ton of chances of success, and they're executing with very high quality and very high standards when they are creating their books. And of course, they're trying out lots of different topics. They're going to where the demand is, they're creating the best possible option in that space, and they're beating out all the other books, even though it is saturated, because they understand the strategy. And when they do find what actually works and they find some opportunity, they're leaning in hard to what's working. They're building systems and workflows to optimize their book creation process, and they're doubling down and compounding their catalog. And so what's your game plan to follow for every important step to make sure you actually create books that people want to buy, that can sell, and you take advantage of this massive opportunity? And so I will leave a document below that outlines this game plan in great detail, more detailed than this video. There's not going to be an email opt-in or anything. You can simply just download it. So definitely go and check that out. But what you should be doing right now is step one is basically prioritizing demand. So you need to understand what demand actually looks like, how to find the right audience, and how to understand what people are actually buying. I'm just going to show you a quick example of what this looks like. I do have other videos going over my full keyword research process, and I will leave them linked below. However, to keep it simple, all we're looking for is topics that are specific, that have extremely high demand, and that aren't too competitive. So what we have here is chair yoga for seniors over 60. It's very clearly solving one problem for one person. So we know all the books that are ranking on this page are selling because of this search term. We then want to look at the books. Is there actually demand? Are people buying the books that are here? And so as you can see, we have our metrics here to look at. I use a tool called the BookBeam to do this. In my opinion, it's the best tool. I will leave my affiliate link below if you want to check it out. But as you can see, this book here, 130 bucks a day. We have 90 bucks a day, 100 bucks a day. These two books here don't show up, but they're the best-selling books in the space with the most reviews. They're doing at least 200, 300, 400 bucks a day. And if you keep scrolling down, the demand keeps going. So we have 100 bucks a day, we have 200 bucks a day. And so it's very clear that people are searching up this topic and buying these books. So we've proven that it's specific enough. We've proven that there is demand. And the third thing to look at is the actual competition. Can we compete in this space? So this is quite a competitive keyword, which is why I'm fine to show it. I don't recommend it for most, but most of the books, as you can see, have 2,000 reviews, 2,400, 430, 1,200. And if you keep going, there's quite a few pages of books. So this is a more competitive topic to penetrate. But this is just an example of what to look for. We want a specific topic, we want clear demand, and we want lower competition. Step number 2 to actually get results with Amazon KDP this year is to research the competitors properly. So your goal isn't to just copy what exists, or more importantly, to create a book that aligns with the topic. We want to learn who our customer is, create a book exactly on what they're buying, but teach it in a better way than your competitors. Because think about your own buying habits on Amazon. You never just go to Amazon and just scroll around for fun and buy random products. You're going to have an idea thinking, oh, I need to buy this specific thing. Maybe it's a new water bottle. You go and type in that exact thing, water bottle, and then you're going to look at all the options and see which one you like the most. You're going to look at their colors, their prices, their features, their reviews, and based on that, you're going to pick the one that you want to buy. And so people are doing the exact same thing with books. Is they're getting an idea from their friend to start chair yoga or something along those lines. They're searching up the exact topic they're looking for, and they're looking at all the competitors compared to each other. They're going to pick the best option that's going to help them solve that problem and lose weight with chair yoga. And so if you are not on par or ideally better than the competitors, there's no reason why somebody would buy your book. And so topic research, in my opinion, is the most important part about your book. It's going to set your foundation. And if you don't do this right, your book's going to be bad, your title's going to be boring, your description's not going to be compelling or sell your book, and no one's going to even pay attention to it. And so there are 4 steps to good topic research. The first one is to identify the lacks in your competitors. So go and read their competitor reviews. What did people like? What did people not like? Go and look at their descriptions, find out what the features they actually have inside their book are. This is an easy way to identify what readers are looking for. And if you're doing this for the best-selling books, you know it must be working. Step number 2 is to uncover the customer desires. So once again, you can read the positive reviews, see what people liked. You can look at the best-selling books because most likely they're doing the best job of this. And if they do have lower reviews, that's going to be a sweet spot. Do they have illustrations? Do they have full color? Is it, 5 minutes a day cookbook? It's a 10-minute recipes, something that's desirable. And then from there, we want to create a book outline that clearly stands out from our competitors. And so how can we create a book that's solving the exact same problem for the exact same person? However, we're just doing a way better job of it and we're the no-brainer option. And when we find out this mechanism, we're going to build out a very detailed outline for this using AI, of course, to summarize every chapter. So when we go and actually write our book, we have a really good foundation to start and we know it's going to be high quality. And so let's look at a few examples of this. So let's say we are publishing in a topic like this here, money skills for teens, and this is one of our competitors on the left. We have to ask ourselves, if there's a teen looking at this topic wanting to buy a book, which one are they going to buy? And how can we create a book that's clearly a better option? So in this case, we have money skills for teens, everything a teenager should know about personal finance. And if we create a book that's positioned like the one on the right, which is a cover that I created in ChatGPT, money skills for teens in 10 minutes, a no-stress guide to budgeting, saving, spending smarter, avoiding debt traps, and building habits that lead to financial freedom in just 10 minutes a day, which one do you think they're going to be drawn to? And when you have a big 10 minutes a day batch as well, especially for this audience for teens, it's going to be way more enticing. And so not all books are good books just because they're published to Amazon. We really have to think about what the customer is doing, what they're looking at, and why they should even click on our book. So we don't want to create a book just to exist. We want to create a book that's designed to sell. Another example of this would be a diabetic cookbook for seniors. Let's say one of our competitors is this book on the left. It is a bit blurry. Sorry for that. It was a screenshot. And we can easily come into this topic and create a generic book that's targeted toward the topic itself, not thinking about the competitors. And it's never going to sell and never going to get attention. But if we think about how our customers perceiving all the books that are ranking, and we create this book here, the super easy diabetic cookbook for seniors, 10-minute recipes, We have a really powerful cover, which is also one I created using ChatGPT, and we showcase all the important attributes of the book. It's almost a no-brainer which one the customer is going to pick. And so I see this all the time. People publish books like this one on the left and then just say Amazon KDP is saturated and doesn't work. But there's no reason that someone would buy this book over another one. And if all your competitors look like this, it's either one, too competitive of a topic, or two, you have to be very creative with your angle, create exactly what's working, and just have a bit of an edge. Once again, this book is created to exist. This book is created to sell. And so now we have our high demand topic. We've done proper topic research and ensure that our book is designed to sell. We could then go and create our book using AI to make it fast and cheap. But we have to set that foundation and understand what we're building. And when you do use AI, it removes a lot of stress because you're not spending a bunch of time, you're not spending a bunch of money, and you get more chances and just more shots at making money with books. But more importantly, you don't want to sacrifice your standards. So we're going to use AI to, of course, create our proper table of contents and outlining our book. We're going to go through a very detailed prompting sequence, which we're going to walk through in a second. We're also going to use AI to create any high quality visuals that goes inside our book just to enhance the experience of the reader and just make sure we're creating the best possible option. When you're actually writing your book using AI, there's a very simple process to go through. We want to go through multiple layers of writing, editing, refining, and ensuring that we're taking it from just an AI text to something that is human and readable. But the important thing is, like I said, this window is shrinking. And so 6 months, maybe a year from now, you're not even going to have to go through this process. You're just going to have to prompt AI once and get back a really, really high quality book. And that's when the saturation is going to matter. Right now, it doesn't matter how saturated Amazon KDP gets because most people aren't doing it properly. But once this gap closes and everyone's using AI to find these high demand topics effortlessly, because we know all the keyword tools are incorporating it and trying to make it better, it's going to be a lot harder to compete and the strategy is going to be totally different. So the prompting process is very simple. We're of course going to use our starting prompt based on the topic research and our outline so that we get a good output right away. We're then going to remove any AI patterns. There's always common things like M dashes, awkward phrasing, too many periods that just scream AI, which we want to remove. We then want to read and refine it, go over it yourself and just have a look at how it sounds, make any changes if you had to. We then want to add some voice, so add some flow and tone so it does sound conversational, it sounds human, it sounds friendly and fun, and not just robotic. What I'm then going to do is get AI to analyze the chapter for me and find any flaws or inconsistencies. Sometimes I'll also use a separate LLM to do this. Of course, going to apply those changes. I'm going to read and refine it one more time and do another human pass. I'm going to look for any awkward sentences. So now I have the foundation and the voice and the tone. I'm going to see if any sentences just sound awkward, which they often do with AI. I'm going to do a final edit. This is very important. I'm going to go through Grammarly. I'm going to use their humanizer. I'm going to use their AI voice tools just to really pinpoint what's not working, what sounds out of place, and refine it even further. This is a very important step. And then the last thing I'm going to do is take this final draft after this process and then compare it back to my first draft of the chapter and then get the LLM to analyze it once again. And if it can easily see what a bad draft is and a finished draft is, it's going to be easy to see if there's any more similarities and the final draft needs to be refined any further. And if you are eager to get your next book out, I will leave a link below to my AI Book Creation Accelerator Challenge. It essentially walks you through this entire process step by step and gives you all the prompts that I use, as well as it covers all the other things too, like finding topics, creating covers, A+ content, and launching and more. So like I said, that'll be linked below if you are interested. Let's continue on with this game plan. And after this point, you're going to be set up better than 99% of people doing Amazon KDP. You have a high demand topic that isn't too competitive. You've done proper topic research to find out what customers want and separate yourself from the competitors. You've then created a very high quality book using AI and ensuring that readers will love it, but making it fast and cheap for you to do it so it's sustainable over time. And now once we do this and we launch our book, we just want to look for a hint of opportunity. And so if our book starts to sell with even minimal reviews, and I promise you, if you go through the steps I just showed you, get a couple of reviews and start running some ads, you should gain some traction. The only reason you won't get sales is because you missed those 2 steps. But if your book starts to sell with minimal reviews, that's a good sign. If your click-through rate on your ads seems to be strong, it's 1% or above, that's also a good sign. It means people are interested. And your conversion rate on your ads is good in comparison to how many reviews you have. Let's say it's around 5 to 10%, then double down on that book. Get more reviews, increase your ad spend, optimize your cover if your click-through rate is actually pretty low, and just overall aim to get higher ranking, which is through driving sales, getting more reviews, and ensuring your cover and your product page are dialed in. And if you're looking to get book reviews, there is a few sites that most people are using right now, including myself. The first one is Book Bounty. This is quite well known. You can also now get paperback reviews on it, which is very effective. The next one is Book Village. This is very similar to Book Bounty in terms of the processes. However, it does do a very good job of being as compliant as possible. The last one that I've been using personally is Book Reverb. It's a bit different of a process than the other two sites. And I believe there's now a waitlist for it, so you might have to go and get on that. These are the three main sites that people use. I will leave my affiliate links below if you wanted to check them out. But right now, the most important thing is focusing on the high demand topic, creating a book that stands out. And then once you've set that foundation, you can go and worry about getting reviews. And so going into step 4, we're simply rinse and repeat what's working. So we're nurturing our previous books, basically just getting reviews and monitoring our ads. And we're making sure with our next book that we're improving where we fell short. So maybe we need a topic that has more demand, a stronger title that stands out more, a more bold cover. We also want to move fast. Don't spend 2, 3, 4, 5 months creating books. Ideally, you can get a book out every 30 days. And yes, you can do this without sacrificing quality. And also, as you go, create systems. If you did something to create a book cover that worked well, document that, save those prompts, and go back to it. So every book you create becomes faster and easier and maybe even cheaper. And so you're basically just putting so many good books in high demand topics that it's unlikely you wouldn't make money. And because we're doing the strategy right, we're finding the right topics, we're creating books that people actually want to buy, it's actually going to build momentum. The other side is people are just making AI slop, creating a ton of books, but they don't have this baseline strategy or foundation, so they're never going to see results. But of course, for the third time, that gap is shortening. It's only a matter of time before AI does everything perfectly without having to put in any effort. So like I said, I will leave this game plan document below. It's going to walk you through every step we talked about in great detail. Just give you a bit more depth on things like finding topics and the metrics that you need to do so effectively. And of course, I will also leave a link below to my free email course. It goes through this entire process in even more detail, giving you 1 lesson per day for 12 days. This goes into my entire publishing process and strategy. But at the end of the day, Amazon KDP is not perfect by any means, but I do think it's probably the best time to start it or to really take it a bit more seriously. The saturation that you're seeing is not relevant. People are just creating bad books that nobody wants to buy. It doesn't matter. When you go through this process properly that I just showed you, you're going to find high demand topics. You're going to create books that stand out from your competitors. It's going to align with what your customer is looking for. As long as you go through the correct launch process as well, drive some traffic to it, get some reviews, you're going to be set up for success. So that out of the way, make sure to subscribe for more no-nonsense Amazon KDP advice. We'll see you in the next one.